Good morning. I lied last night. I actually got a lot of really great sleep, and the man in my bed did not snore for the first time in like 13 years. So I don't know what that was about, but I feel very refreshed and very happy about that. I'm taking a 0 today. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do, but I guess I'll take you along and show you some of the things that we get ourselves into. I had some broccoli sprouts left over in here, and thank you. In the fridge, so I'm having leftover dinner, ribeye for breakfast, plus my veggies, plus some broccoli sprouts. It's a good morning.
Talking, she was videotaping. It might have been you. There might be a court case. I don't know.
She's probably recording and saying, I'm waiting for him to start snoring, but he's not.
I think I heard her snore the other day, and I almost got out of.
Feeling very lucky on this sunshiny day. Snowbird and Wacky and I got our stuff out so we can dry everything that was drenched and soaking wet. Hopefully the sunshine will kill some of the germs as well. I decided to come into Bryson City, maybe do a little antique shopping, maybe if there's any thrift shops or something like that. Just hit up some of the businesses for a few hours here.
How are you guys?
All right, we found an antique shop. All right, I found my little section. I've already found a couple little cookbooks that I will send home with my husband. And who knows what else? Ooh, ooh. Oh, I am a glutton for a good hat box. Oh, and look at her. She's gorgeous. Is she for sale?
He went to come into the hardware store and the dog went, I don't want to go. And he stood there and wouldn't come.
A wiener wagon.
Flowers blooming. It smells so good over there.
It gets dark and the animals start moving. I'm still not.
That's a big old bear.
Maybe we're getting some ice cream. The special praline in a dish, please.
Which size?
Let's go with the double, please.
Just to let you know that Pecan one is no giraffe.
Oh, yes.
You okay?
I give you that one.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't tried it honestly. Yeah.
I don't mess with the cell to need the sugar.
I also got little snappers, pecan and caramel snappers to try out.
Need a bag to carry this box in? No. No? There you go. Thank you. Y'all have a good day. You too.
Here's another one. Look at that guy.
Extra one.
Come back later today,
No for sale.
They're making a Fontana Dam. Hi, Telly baby. We're back. We're back. Hi, good girl. Sit. Sit. All right. So, you know how I told you guys the other day that I fell on my side, this side right here. I'm going to show you guys the bruise. I'll give you the PG version. I'll try to show you as little as possible here. Okay. Try to make sure everything else is covered, but that is the bruise. Like that's my hand. That's the size of my hand. And that is the bruise where I fell. It actually doesn't hurt that bad, except like sometimes it itches and I'll go out and like scratch it a little bit and then it hurts, but otherwise it really doesn't hurt that bad. We're doing a communal dinner this evening, and I believe we are doing a Mediterranean pasta. I don't know why I said I believe. I know we're doing a Mediterranean pasta. And I am picking up the ingredients for that now. I'm gonna start the stuff before Mass, the sauce before Mass, and then we'll have it when we get home. I'm getting the sauce started before we leave for Mass. That way everything is cooking nicely. And when Bookie gets back, she'll start the pasta, get everything together. When we come home, we will eat.
They did not have a written language until 1809 when a guy created it. All right, we made it back and it is dinner time. We're back from Mass, and that was an experience for sure. So we went to the Our Lady of Guadalupe in Cherokee, North Carolina, and it was on their bulletin. It said it was a 4:30 Mass for English speaking, 6 o'clock Mass for Spanish speaking. And we needed the early one anyway, and we speak English. So we went to the 4:30 Mass, and it's getting like 5 after, and they haven't started, and then 10 after, and we're like, what is going on? Usually, you know, Mass is pretty regimented, and it gets to 5 o'clock, or just before 5 o'clock, and they still haven't started Mass, and people are just kind of casually rolling in, and we're like, what is happening here? Well, the priest then came out at 5 o'clock and they started Mass, and he thanked the guests for being there and also for being patient, because this was the first time, which we wouldn't have known, they decided to combine the Masses. So they did an English and Spanish Mass, and they started it at 5 o'clock instead. So they just kind of smushed everything together, and it was really cool. It was neat to hear everything. Well, not everything. They did part of it in English, part of it in Spanish. So, but Catholic Mass is pretty universal, so you kind of know what's going on anyway. Even though I couldn't really understand the language, I understood the gist of what was going on. And the congregation that was there was primarily Hispanic, and there was no announcement of the songs or anything, so we didn't know what would be sung, but the congregation did. So they were all speaking in Spanish, and it was beautiful. It was just awesome. Afterward, I did have to say goodbye to my family, which was very sad for me, but we're out here to go hiking. So I have my car, which is great. I love having her back. That'll make logistics a little bit easier for us. And yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say about that. Of course, I miss my family. I am, very sad about my husband not being here and leaving, but that's just the reality of being out here in the remote kind of trail life. You don't get to see your family that often. So hopefully time will pass pretty quickly until I see him again. And in the meantime, I guess we'll just be hiking.
And I was with somebody, yes.
Well, women's, they don't come, like very, very few of those brands go past. They certainly don't go in half sizes once you're past 10. So I couldn't ever.
Wacky, you want some Doritos? You want some grapefruit Doritos? And we're having root beer floats as well. And Wacky is lactose intolerant, so he's having root beer and almond milk.
Does it need more?
All the zoomies are over. It's about time to turn in for the night.
Today was really bittersweet. It was wonderful to see my family and spend the day with them, but it was really hard to say goodbye to my husband. But, you know, we're out here to hike, as I said before. Speaking of, tomorrow, Wacky Snowbird and I are slacking from Stokoa to Yellow Creek Gap, I believe. If that's even the right word. At this point, I forget what it's even called. They all kind of run together. But it's 7 or 8 miles, so it should be a nice test to see how our feet and ankles feel without the packs. We just did the 5 days in the Smokies, so doing this slack pack should give us a little bit of an indication on how we're recovering after today, and I guess just give us a chance to enjoy the trail again. Thank you so much for all of the support and the really nice comments you guys have been leaving. It obviously, I'm out here for me, and I'm out here because I feel like this is where God has put me, but your encouragement really, really means a lot and really kind of helps lift my soul and my heart as we're walking along in some of these tough spots. So I just wanted to say thank you, and that I really, really appreciate every one of your comments. On that note, I am going to try and get some sleep tonight, which should be easy because I'm in the private room again. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.